Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my wrap up for the second half of October, but first I will give some stats for the whole month. In October, I managed to read 13 books, which was 2,950 pages and 55.6 hours of audio. This is a lot. A lot of reading for me, and I am very proud of myself. In the first half of October, I read Necessary Poisons by Andrea Blythe, which was a poetry collection, The Firemen by Joe Hill, Autumn Bleeds into Winter by Jeff Strand, The September House by Carissa Orlando, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, and Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. If you would like to hear more on what I thought of those books, I will have my wrap up for the first half of October linked down in the description. And now let's get into the 7 books that I read in the second half of October. The first book I finished in those last couple weeks of October was Under the Dome by Stephen King. I listened to this as an audiobook. It was a long one, and I did like it. It was very entertaining, but I did not like parts of it. I wish there was more of the survival aspect and less of really nasty people doing really mean, nasty things. I was there for the survival. But it was a very engaging story, and I gave it 3.5 stars. The next book I finished in the second half of October was Confessions by Kanae Minato. This was translated by Stephen Snyder, and this is a thriller about a teacher. Last day of class, she announces that she knows that 2 of the students in the class murdered her daughter, and that she will be getting revenge. Ooh. I cannot even imagine that situation. As a teacher, I can't imagine trying to get revenge on my students, but I also can't imagine students killing a teacher's daughter. It's crazy. It is a wild book. And yeah, it's a story of revenge, and it is one I could not put down and had to know. I had to know what was happening. And it's not a straightforward line. It is a complicated tale. My next book is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. This is a YA book about zombie apocalypse. It's historical, taking place around the time of the Civil War, and the Civil War ends when the fallen soldiers get up and start eating the army. So yeah, it's about where that alternate history would take the society, and it is very interesting, and I really love this one. Oh, I forgot to say, Confessions I gave 5 stars. Dread Nation was a 4.25 star read for me. Next, I finished Extreme Makeover by Dan Wells. This was a group read, a book club read for the Thrill Kill Chill book club on the Bookish Drummer Discord. And this is a horror thriller with a lot of humor to it, and it was definitely engaging and fun to read. It's about a cosmetic company that creates a skin cream that has very unexpected results and basically clones people, can make you into change your genetics to someone else, and it goes to wild places. It was a fun read, and I gave it 4.25 stars as well. Next was a fantasy, The Bloodless Princess by Charlotte Bond, and this is a short and sweet fantasy under 200 pages, second in a series, and I love the series. It has dragons and creatures, a pair of sapphic heroines. Oh my. Yeah, I really enjoy that series, and I can't. This one took place mostly in, like, they have to go into the afterlife area of this fantasy world on a quest, and it's very, very good. I gave it 4.5 stars. Next, I read a collection of manga short stories, Shiver by Junji Ito. And these are very scary horror manga stories. I love them. I love them all. This, does it say? The translation and adaptation is by Jocelyn Allen. Very creepy, weird, odd, great art to go along with very strange stories. And I love this collection and gave it 5 stars. I talk more about those stories in that one in my last Halloween-a-thon vlog, and I'll have that linked down below. And the last book that I finished in October, I actually finished it on October 31st, and that is Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. And I love Rachel Harrison's books. They are definitely horror, and they also focus a lot on relationships, female relationships in all different manners. This is about a woman who grew up in a cult and has been away from the cult, like, because she left, then she's excommunicated, not supposed to ever talk to anyone again, and mysteriously she gets an invitation to a wedding at the farm where they all live, and things get pretty creepy and interesting when she gets there. She finds out a lot of family secrets. She writes female characters really well, and this was a great book. I gave it 4 stars, and I can't wait to read So Thirsty and Cackle. Those are the 2 Rachel Harrison books that I have not read yet, so I need to get on those. So that was the 7 books I read in the last half of October. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, and what was your favorite book you read in October. And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.